Starting for the Red Storm, at guard, number 1, Austin Craig. At guard, number 2, Carl Bethwalka. At center, number 50, Evan Olsen. At forward, number 15, Devin Coleman. At forward, number 50, Dustin Fisher. The Red Storm are coached by Dev Morgan, assistant Dave. They have assistant Donnie Craig. Starting for the Cougars. At guard, number 12, Matt LeFay. At guard, number 21, Brandon Boone. At guard, number 24, Garrett Rigor. At forward, number 34, Adam Cantor. At center, number 44, Jonathan Billiard. Please rise and remove all headgear for the playing of the national anthem.
Okay, welcome Hoops fans to Hometown Cable's presentation of Northern Basketball League Boys Varsity Basketball, coming to you this Friday evening, January 17th, 2014. We're coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School, where the Cougars are entertaining the Red Storm of Saranac Lake Central School. Game just underway. The Cougars start off with the ball and promptly throw it away. So come the Red Storm with their first possession. And there's a three-point effort that's a little bit strong. Adam Cater with a nice strong rebound, and we get a foul on the play. So looks like number 50, Evan Olsen, is going to get tagged for the overzealous attempt to strip that ball away from Cater. So get a few changing the lineup for tonight for Coach Guerin here, as the put a few different starters in, and quickly Olsen's going to pick up his second foul with just over 30 seconds gone in the game, and quickly Eric Olsen has got 2 fouls on him as he's trying to establish himself in the post against John Fillion. Here's Booten with a 3. That was long, and it's rebounded there by Fisher. So I'll set the lineups for you here once I catch a chance. Again, the Cougars are There's a good effort there, and it's last touched by the Cougars. So it looks like the Red Storm are going to be content to fire some shots from the perimeter and see what they can have happen there. This is Carl Bevilacqua with the ball. He's working there, and looks like he's going to get called for the double dribble, even though it looked like Lefebvre might have got a hand on it. But anyway, on the court for the Cougars, number 21 is Brendan Boot, number 24 is Garrett Begor, number 12 is Matt Lefebvre, 44 is John Fillion, 34 Adam Cater. And the starters for the Red Storm, as I mentioned, number 2 is Carl Bevilacqua, number 1 is Austin Eckert, 15 is Devin Cowan. There's a shot inside by Fillion, it won't fall, gets his own rebound, it's on the floor, and it's kicked around there, and looks like the Cougars are going to take over, or maintain possession. Let's see, who did I miss? 50, we mentioned Eric Olson. Number 10 is Dustin Fisher. I think that just about does it. Devin Cowan, number 15, I probably already mentioned this. Here Begor on the drive, kicks it back out for Lefebvre, looking for something to happen. And there's a shot by Begor. He knocks down a 3 to open the scoring. So the Cougars will settle back in that 3-2 zone that we see, or I'm sorry, 2-3 zone that we see all the time here against Coach Guerin. And here they come, the Cougars want to push it down the court against the Red Storm, kind of lazy getting back at Lefebvre with a nice drive in the lane there, and he's going to draw the foul. Looks like it's going to be on number 10, Dustin Fisher. So Lefebvre will be at the line to shoot 2. 6:02 on the clock here. Both teams trying to sort each other out here in the early going. And Lefebvre makes good on his first. So already 3 team fouls on the Red Storm with not even 2 minutes gone in the contest. Lefebvre misses the second. Got the Cougars with a 4-0 lead. Cowan back out for Bevilacqua. Again, the Red Storm keeping it on the perimeter. And this time Cowan drags his feet and gets called for the travel. So the Red Storm turned the ball over on 2 successive trips down. And Cougars really not capitalizing on the turnovers as of yet. Booten inside for Lefebvre, nice cut there, but gets guarded well. There's Booten with an open look. That was too strong. Nice rebound there by Olson, and the Red Storm pushed it up to the floor. Bevilacqua looks to drive, goes baseline, kicks it back out in the center, but knocked away. Olson comes up with the loose ball, gives it off for Bevilacqua. He can't find anything to happen, and there's a drive in the lane, and we got a foul on the floor. Looks like that one's going to go on Booten on the reach in. And Bevilacqua will set it up. Here's Eckert. And that one gets swatted away, but it'll stay with the Red Storm. So Saranac Lake keeping the ball on the perimeter, trying to create some sort of a seam in that zone. And we're down to 10 on the shot clock. Here's Eckert looking for something to happen. Once again, ball on the perimeter. There's a baseline drive, and we're going to get a foul just as the shot clock was ready to expire. I'm not sure that Coach Guerin is going to be too happy with that. I think that Garrett Begor is going to pick up the foul on that drive by Cowan. So Devin Cowan will be at the line to shoot 2. And Red Storm is on the scoreboard. Almost halfway through the first period, and we finally get their first point on the board, but we get ourselves quite a pitcher's duel going on so far. And the Red Storm with a little bit of pressure, but the Cougars, the Red Storm back out of that. They're also showing themselves in a zone defense. Fillion can't convert from in close, and Olsen with and we get a timeout on the floor. 4:14 showing on the clock. Cougars with a 4-1 lead. All right, out of the timeout. Red Storm with the ball. 20 seconds on that shot clock. Here's Cowan. Again, looking for seams in that zone. Not able to find anything positive. There's Bevilacqua on the drive. He looks to dish it, but nobody there, and the Cougars come up with a turnover. Here's Tatro, who enters after the timeout. And his three-point effort is short, but good hustle there by Garrett Begor. Also in the contest, number 22 is Rodney Grimshaw, also came in during the timeout. So up front on the zone, Grimshaw and Tatro, and the same backcourt defense, or the first post defense for the Cougars. There's a good hustle by Grimshaw, but Bevilacqua comes back with the ball. Once again, Red Storm on the perimeter. That entry pass inside for Olsen gets swatted away, but they get the ball back. Just about 10. We're at 10 seconds on the shot clock. This one comes out for Eckert. He makes a move, but gets it back out. Cowan needs to put something up, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So Cougars doing a pretty good job of taking away any of the passing lanes and making it a little bit difficult for the Red Storm to get anything going offensively. Fortunately for them, the Cougars haven't done a whole heck of a lot on the offensive end, and are still in this ball game with good rebounding there by Olsen. Has really kept limited the Cougars' second chance opportunities and have kept them in this ball game. So with 2:36 to show on the clock here in the first quarter, Coach Morgan wants another timeout. Okay, out of the timeout, back at it. Red Storm with the same five that they started with out on the court. There's a drive by Cowan, but that rims out, rebounded by Fillion. There's Grimshaw. He's going to put up the three, and he's going to knock that one down. So Rodney Grimshaw gets into scoring action and pushes the Cougar lead up to 8. 9-1 here with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pretty low-scoring first quarter for both teams. There's a nice pass inside for Eckert, but he can't find a handle on it. Gets kicked back out to Bevilacqua, and we're going to get called for 3 seconds. Alrighty. Cougars with the ball, up by 8. Just under 2 minutes to play. Grimshaw on the drive. Nice little weave there, but a little bit too strong. Ball goes up, and now we're going to get a held ball. So the Red Storm will end up with that one on the alternating possession. Okay. There's Bevilacqua. Eckert has it, tries to get it inside for Olsen, but that one slips through his hand. And here come the Cougars on the run. Tatro sends it over for Begor. That one was almost picked off, but Tatro will fire up to 3, and that one just doesn't fall. And it's been a little cold from behind the arc here in the last 0 for 2 so far on the naturally smooth shooting Austin Tatro. Inside for Cater, back outside for Grimshaw. Had to look, decided not to. Moves position, comes up short on that jumper. Bevilacqua with the long rebound, brings it down. And he gets cut off there. It's inside for Olsen. He's double teamed there, and we got another held ball. This time the Cougars will have it. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. There's Filion. Inside, backs in, but kicks it back out. Bigor thinks about it. Cater probably will not shoot from the perimeter, but Bigor says, I'll take that one. And he knocks down another 3. So 2 big triples for Garrett Bigor, gives him 6 points and pushes the Cougar lead up. There's a nice move inside by Dustin Fisher, and he draws a foul and will be at the line to shoot 2. Red Storm doing all they can to get something in the paint. This time Dustin Fisher gets his hand on the ball and does make a pretty strong move to the basket and draws a foul. Much to the delight of the Red Storm coach. First one clanks out. Second one on its way, and that one doesn't go. Filion checks down the rebound, and the Cougars will have an opportunity for a last chance effort here at the end of the first quarter. Tatro will fire up to 3 and knocks that one down as the buzzer sounds. So Cougars with 4 3-pointers here in the first quarter have taken a 15-1 lead after 1. Okay, second quarter action coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School. Oh, that's going to be a foul. A little over aggressive on the defense, Adam Cater, and he's going to pick up a foul underneath. And we finally have a substitution for the Red Storm. Number 13 is Joe Karp. He's checked into the contest, gives Eckert the rest. The rest of the crew is the same as the starting 5. That entry pass gets picked off by Filion, and here comes the Cougars. There you go with Lefebvre, and also Nick Dragoon is in the contest for Coach Garrett. Filion gets the ball on the inbounds play. Dragoon has it over for Tatro. Here's Cater. Thinks about it. This one's inside for Filion. Nice catch there. Turned around. Good move. A nice strong move to the hoop by John Filion. With a nice entry pass. And Filion with 4 points. There's a steal by Dragoon. He hits Cater coming down the lane out for Tatro. Tatro with an open look. That one's short. Ball swatted around, but Bevilacqua comes up with it. Headmans it up for Karp. Karp skips it over for Cowan. And looks like the Cougars have switched things up a little bit. And nice defense there by Dragoon and Tatro on the front end of that zone defense. Knocked the ball out of bounds, but the Red Storm will have it. 15 on the shot clock. Red Storm having a kind of a hard time getting anything going here offensively, but Here's Bevilacqua. He skips one across. And that shot's going to go up. Still alive. Bevilacqua comes up with the offensive rebound, and we got a held ball. So the Cougars will take over on this one as the Red Storm got that shot off just in time and beat the clock here. They get kind of caught sleeping a little bit. Dragoon on the drive, but he decides better of it, pulls it out. Here's Cater at the foul line, kicks it over for Lefebvre. Nice crossover dribble there, gets it blocked by a couple different players, saves the ball, and then another hustle play there by Cater. Here's a short jumper that's going to fall in. So Adam Cater gets rewarded for his good work underneath to keep that ball alive, and catches a break, knocks down the mid-range jumper. And once again, these multiple lines on the court confuse our officials, and the Red Storm will get the ball back. As I recall, I think Morelli made that same call here the last game we did. So. They must have been coaching each other before. Yeah, use the brown line, not the black line. By the way, our officials for tonight's contest are a veteran crew of Steve Parker and Andy Morelli. Here's Bevilacqua. Inside for Olsen. Olsen a little too strong off the glass, but a good rebound there by Fisher. And he will get fouled on the putback. So Dustin Fisher doing a good job on the offensive glass, and will find himself at the line to see if he can't put a few more points on the board for Coach Morgan and the Red Storm. While we were away, Jacob Brown checks into the contest for the Cougars, number 11. And Fisher's second one comes up short. Lefebvre with the rebound. 5.5 to go here in the first half. There's Lefebvre on the drive. Loses the handle on it. And going to be a foul on the play. And that's going to go against Karp. 4 team fouls on the Red Storm. Cater. Here's Fillion. Takes it in the lane. Nice soft shot there and drops it in. So John Fillion, 6 points. There's a trap on the front end of that zone, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it end up being a turnover as it was last touched by the Red Storm. So Cougars have pushed their lead up to 20 with 5 minutes to go here in the first half, as the Red Storm just not able to get anything going offensively. Doing a pretty solid job. It looks like they've switched to a man-to-man defense, and thinking that that's going to maybe change things up again. They couldn't certainly do any worse than what they've done in the first quarter. But Brown gets called for the travel, so the Cougars turn the ball over, which Lefebvre with some good hands there as the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Red Storm. There's Fisher with an open look, a little bit too strong. Cowan with a good rebound, but he steps out of bounds. So the Red Storm doing some pretty good work on the offensive glass, but really have no points to show for it. There's Fillion. He gets the ball swatted away from him there by Eckert. Dragoon, nice drive and puts the ball up a little bit too strong. And Cowan comes away with the rebound. Lefebvre reaches in and swats that one away from Bevilacqua, but The Red Storm will have it on the inbounds. Here's Bevilacqua on the drive up against Filion, puts it up just a little bit too strong. Cater with a nice rebound there. Headman's up to Lefebvre. Lefebvre drives and puts the shot up, and looks like Fisher's going to get tagged with the foul. No, Bevilacqua's going to draw that one, and Matt Lefebvre will be at the line to shoot two. First foul shot's a little bit too long. Subs for both sides. Rodney Grimshaw checks into the contest, as does number 12 is Robbie Webb, who's come in for his first time into the contest for the Red Storm. And Lefebvre's second shot is on its way, and that one rolls in. 2 points for Matt Lefebvre, all coming from the foul line. And Brendan Booten, number 21, checks back into the contest. We are about halfway through the second quarter. Red Storm, nice penetration there. Kicks it out for Fisher. Fisher has a little hard time grabbing a hold of it, but finally does. Here's Cowan with an opportunity. And that one in and out. And nice work on the offensive glass there by Bevilacqua. Picks up the offensive rebound and gets fouled. So looks like the Red Storm will have an opportunity here for the old-fashioned three-point play, as Carl Bevilacqua got himself some good position there and got that offensive board and has connected on the three-point play. Red Storm still find themselves in a 18-point deficit, but that's certainly a spark for their team that haven't had too many things to talk about here in the first half. Looks like Eckert's going to pick up a foul as he tries to post up John Filion, but pretty sizable, pretty noticeable size difference there, as the Cougars look like they have the mismatch underneath size-wise anyway. There's Eckert with a nice move there to reach around and swat that ball away. So size isn't everything when it comes to defending a post player. There's an opportunity there. It looked like that might have been called a foul, but Cougars get away with one there as the Red Storm get their reset there. And Filion intercepts that entry pass, and Booten comes back the other way on a 3-on-3. There's Grimshaw, a little shovel step there that's not going to escape the whistle of referee Morelli. And we're approaching 3 minutes to play here in the first half. There's Fisher looking for Cowan. Cowan goes baseline, and he steps out of bounds before he can make anything happen. So Cougars with the ball and an 18-point lead. Here's Dragoon. Drives, puts a shot up, and will not fall, but good work there by Nick Dragoon to penetrate and draw the foul, so he will be at the line to shoot 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. And his first shot is short. Olsen checks back into the affair. Dragoon knocks down, I would dare to guess that's his first varsity point, unless he scored in a game that I wasn't at. So there's a milestone for any young player. Bevilacqua's shot is way off the mark and gets kicked out of bounds, so the Cougars will take over. There's Booten on the perimeter. He fires up a three. It's nothing but bottom. So Brendan Booten gets in the 3-point shooting action, but this is only the first of this quarter, but at 4 in the first quarter. There's another shot by Cowan, and that one comes up short, but last touch by the Red Storm. I'm sorry, by the Cougar. So Saranac Lake will have a inbound play, baseline inbounds. Comes out for Bevilacqua. Fisher, back for Bevilacqua. Inside for Olson. He turns around and gets the shot off, and Rodney Grimshaw is going to get tagged with that foul. So Evan Olson, I'm sorry, will be at the line to shoot 2. His team trailing by 22. And that's just a little bit short. Second one's on its way, and that one doesn't fall either. Grimshaw with the rebound. Cougars come up. There's Booten. Penetrates, skips it out. Brown fires one up, a little bit too short from the foul line. And Bevilacqua loses the handle on it. Here comes Grimshaw. He splits the defense and lays one in. So Rodney Grimshaw with 5 points. As the Cougars are spreading the scoring around pretty decent. It's Cowan. Bevilacqua slings it over for Webb, but a little bit too strong for him, and he can't keep it from going out of bounds. So we got about a little over a minute to go. Here's Booten with another 3-point effort. That one's off the side of the rim. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Red Storm, and the Cougars will have another whack at it. Garrett Begor will come back into the contest and give John Fillion a rest. There's Brown on the drive, but he gets it swatted away from him, and Cowan comes away with it. Bevilacqua over for Fisher, thinks about it, but Bevilacqua will take the 3. That one's short, long rebound out for Grimshaw, and we're under a minute to go. Booten, little crossover dribble there, but Cowan gets his foot in the way and gets knocked out. But Grimshaw elevates, puts up the shot, a little bit too strong. Here's Bevilacqua, out for Fisher, back for Bevilacqua, lob inside for Olson, and can't quite get the handle on it, and Grimshaw comes away with the loose ball. Cougars want to hold for the last shot here with under 20 to go. Booten looks to penetrate, gives it off for Brown. Brown at the foul line, but Begor is going to take the 3. That one's in and out. Grimshaw has an opportunity at the end for the putback, but that one comes up a little bit short. So after 16 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School, it's all Cougars, 28-4. Fair weather skier. Has to be really good or I'm not going. All right, folks. Second half action coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School. Cougars entertaining the Red Storm of Saranac Lake Central School. Cougars with a 24-point halftime lead. Start off the second half by stealing the ball. Garrett Begor brings it down and gets fouled on the 3-point attempt, so he will be at the line to shoot 3 free throws. First one's up and good. Second one on its way, and that one's good. And looking to make it 3 for 3, and he does. So Garrett Begor with 9 points. Red Storm turn the ball over again, so first 2 trips down, 2 turnovers. Here's Tatro on the drive, and he kisses one off the glass and in. Austin Tatro with 5 points. And we got a timeout on the floor, so less than a minute gone here in the 3rd quarter, and the Cougars have pushed their lead up to 29 points. Okay, Red Storm bring the ball in. There's another steal by Lefebvre, and he brings it in and lays one in. So Red Storm now 3 trips down, 3 turnovers here to start the second half. Can't make Coach Morgan too happy about that. There's a lob inside for Fisher. Fisher out for Cowan. Cowan squares up for the 3. That one's short. Rebounded there by Filion. So on the floor for the Cougars, number 24 is Bigor, number 12 is Matt Lefebvre, 23 is Austin Tatro, 44 John Filion, 34 Adam Cater. And for the Red Storm, number 2 is Carl Bevilacqua, number 15 is Devin Gowan, 50 is Devin Olson, and Bigor knocks down another 3. 12 points for Garrett Bigor, and most of those coming off from 3-point land.
Emily, at home you had a pocket.
You notice that pretty green tree has when she says that?
Here's Cowan. And there's a 3-point effort. Comes up a little bit short. Swatted around. Bigor comes away with it. And he dishes it out for Tatro. Tatro pulls it back out. Cater from the elbow is short. Rebounded there by Cowan. And the Red Storm bring the ball up. Cowan. Again, Red Storm looking for something. There's a seam. It's a nice feed for Fisher. Fisher underneath. Gets his shot blocked, but gets the ball back. Gives it out for Karp. Karp. Bevilacqua with a 3. That one's short. Nice rebound there by Cater. Outlet to Tatro. The Cougars want to run with a 34-point lead. Tatro on the drive and draws the foul. So Austin Tatro takes the ball to the rack and draws the foul. Looks like Carl Bevilacqua is going to pick up the personal. It'll be 3 on him. And Robbie Webb comes back into the contest for the Red Storm. Just about 3 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. Tatro can't knock down the free throw. Cowan. Inside for Olson. Catches it at the foul line. Then gives it right back out. Inside for Fisher, and Cater tries to save it, but he's had his foot on the line. And we're down to 1 second on the shot clock, and won't get it off in time, so the Red Storm turn the ball over again. So the Cougars will have it. Tatro fires up to 3. That one in and out. Rebounded there by Cowan. Brings it up the left side. Skips it over for Bevilacqua. Inside for Olson. Nice catch there. Shot's a little off target. And Cater comes away with the rebound. Lefebvre, nice pass inside for Filion. His shot's a little bit too strong. Good rebound there by Webb. So Red Storm desperate to get some kind of an offense going, as they've only made 1 field goal in this whole game. The other 2 points coming from the foul line, and this time Bevilacqua is going to get called for the travel. And we've got a bunch of subs coming in and out for everybody here. Looks like Austin Eckert and somebody else came in there. 13, it looks like Carp back in for the Red Storm. Now we see Brendan Boot and Garrett Begor lines up for another 3, and nice smooth touch there by Begor. Puts him in 15 points on some pretty solid 3-point shooting, and Coach Morgan wants to see it, wants him to timeout. 3:19 to show here in the third quarter. Cougars all over the Red Storm. Out of the timeout. Red Storm with the ball. Side. And we got the ball tied up here. And looks like Grimshaw is going to pick up another foul. And the Red Storm will have the baseline out of bounds. Nick Dragoon checks back into the contest. Also see on the floor number 50, Joe Murphy has entered the contest for the first time for the Cougars. That's going to be a turnover. And Carp gives chase, or Webb, I'm sorry, gives chase, but that's a turnover, and the Cougars will take over with less than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. There's Booten, kicks it back out. Brown on the drive. He's going to throw up a nice soft shot, way off target. Nick Dragoon comes away with it. Just a little spin baseline, but kicks it back out, and the Cougars will reset with plenty of time on the shot clock. Inside for Grimshaw, and looks like Eckert's going to get called for the wraparound reach. He doesn't agree with the call, but it's going to be 4 fouls on Eckert. Here's Grimshaw on the drive, and he elevates and knocks that down. First points of the second half for Rodney Grimshaw give him 7 all together, as Cougars again have spread the scoring around pretty well. And that ball goes out of bounds, so another turnover for the Red Storm, and the Cougars bring the ball down. Grimshaw once again drives, splits the defense, and draws the foul. So good drive by Rodney Grimshaw there as he switches hands and splits the defense, but he will pick up the foul, or he draws the foul, and will be at the line to shoot 2, as the foul is going to go on Dustin Fisher, his first and team's 4th here in the second half. Under 2 minutes to play. Bevilacqua comes back into the contest and give Cowan a rest. And Grimshaw's second rims off. Murphy with a good strong offensive board there. Nick Dragoon can't make that one fall, so Cougars with a couple of opportunities there, but couldn't make it fall. There's a 3-pointer. It's on its way. Looked like it was right on line, but a little bit too strong for Webb. And Webb has it, tries to get it out for Eckert. Ball skips away, and Booten steals that one and puts a left-handed layup up and good. Brendan Booten, 5 points for him. First points of the second half for Booten after he knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, I believe it was, and been pretty quiet ever since. But not that they need a whole lot of offense at this point with a 44-point lead. Bevilacqua in the lane. Murphy blocks that shot. There's Grimshaw. Cougars reset inside for Murphy. He turns, a nice soft shot off the glass, and Joe Murphy's in the scoring column with his first points of the contest. Did not play in the first half. Maybe falling out of disfavor with Coach Guerin. Hard to say why sat the first half. My guess is a missed practice or some such thing. Murphy had a pretty good game his last time out with good double-digit scoring effort. Here's Brown on the drive, 3-on-1, and the clock expires. So after 3 quarters of play here, Northeastern Clinton Central School, it's the Cougars with a commanding lead. Clutch run projection. Okay, final 8 minutes. Don't know if we have any danger going into overtime in this game, so I think it's safe to say that 8 minutes left in the contest. Here's Dragoon on the drive, gets his shot blocked. Booten gets the rebound. He'll chuck up to 3. That one looks short. Rebounded there by, we got a new guy in the contest. Number 32 is Chance Hobbs. Finally gets in the contest for Coach Morgan. Nice lob there, and Lefebvre swats that away. Good idea as Cowan was making that backdoor run to the hoop, and looks like Carp saw him going, but good defense there by Lefebvre. There's a scoop, and finally Carl Bevilacqua knocks down a field goal for the first time since the second quarter. As the Red Storm get a much-needed basket. And they come back the other way. Booten saves it. Lefebvre swats it away. Tatro comes away with the loose ball, and he'll slow things down. Excuse me. I think Coach Guerin probably wants the boys to use up as much clock as they possibly can. Dragoon puts up the 3. That was short. Rebounded by Bevilacqua. And he'll bring it down the other way. Drives and throws one up from the hip. So Carl Bevilacqua single-handedly has doubled the Red Storm output here in the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Booten's shot rims off, and here come the Red Storm. And they kick it back out. Bevilacqua's had the hot hand, and that one goes up a little bit too strong. Austin Tatro with the rebound. There's Booten. Dragoon. Brown has an opportunity. That was strong. And the Cougars will have a fresh 35 here and will reset. So I think it's safe to say, whoop, there's a shot by Dragoon off the backboard, but that one won't fall, and Red Storm come away with it. Safe to say that Coach Guerin's going small with this lineup, Calvin?
Going for the speed.
Oh, is that what it is? It's the speed? Yeah. All right. He's got his small lineup out there anyway. So. Tetro inside for Dragoon with a golden opportunity there as all the Red Storm players were looking in the other direction, and it was a gift there for Nick Dragoon, but couldn't capitalize on it, and Cougars will have it. Here's Tetro inside. His shot a little bit too short, and Olsen comes away with a rebound. So Red Storm not giving up here. They keep coming at us, and Carl Bevilacqua wants to make things happen. So give me the ball. And Cowan thinks about the three, but loses the handle on it. And will now pump it inside for Bevilacqua, and looks like Brown's going to pick up the foul there. And that's going to be on the floor. Only 2 team fouls on the Cougars, so no danger of getting into bonus here anytime soon. There's Hobbs. That shot gets partially blocked. And, well, I guess not. So Hobbs just kind of fat-fingered it, and out it goes. So Booten from the foul line. Over for Lefebvre. Gives it back out for Brown. And Booten with an open look. That was too strong. Olsen with a good strong rebound there. Gives it out for Cowan. And Cowan brings the ball up. He drives the lane. Cougars are all defense there as Tetro swats it away. And now we've got some more action off the bench for the Red Storm. Number 44 is Mike Cross into the game for the first time for the Cougars, and Eckert checks back in as well. There's Cowan. That one's a little bit too long. Lefebvre with the long rebound, and we're under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dragoon underneath, but he can't find the handle on it. There's a nice pass inside for Tetro. Good assist by Brendan Booten on the no-look underneath for Austin Tetro, who has racked up 9 points here. Nice balanced scoring for Tetro. Looks like Booten's going to get called for the hand check, and we'll have subs for both sides. And Cougars have switched up to man-to-man defense here as they got basically no height out there, but it's good to see them playing a little man defense. And there's Bevilacqua once again. Kisses one off the glass and pushes him up to 9 points. And the Red Storm have finally cracked the double-digit mark. There's Lefebvre, a nice soft touch, but a little bit too much. Cowan tries to dribble past Booten, but Booten steals the ball from him, and we'll pull it back out and slow things down. He drives, left-handed layup, rolls in and drops. So nice drive by Brendan Booten, give him 7 points. And looks like Coach Morgan would like a timeout with 2:33 on the clock. Okay. 2.5 minutes to go here in the contest. Here's Mr. Offense for the Red Storm. Gets the ball stripped from him, and Cougars will have it. They're going to stay with that smallish lineup. Well, Adam Cater is in the contest now to give them a little something. Red Storm sticking in that zone defense. There's a drive by Brown. Nice take there by Brown, but it won't fall for him. There's Cowan. That was short. Cater tries to save it, but the ball goes out of bounds. And once again, Cougars in a man-to-man defense. There's a nice defensive play there by Dragoon. Knocks the ball away, and the Cougars will have it. Under 2 minutes to play. Dragoon on a nice cut there, a little bit too strong. Fisher gets his hand on it, and Red Storm come away with the loose ball. Nice cut. Bevilacqua has it. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and looks like Dragoons are going to pick up the foul. So that's 14 fouls on the Cougars. Minute 15 to play. Webb, and he turns the ball over. Brown with an open look. That one rims out. Cowan has it, and he'll bring the ball up. Wants to penetrate, kicks it over for Fisher. Fisher with a shot, a little bit too strong. Lefebvre with the long rebound, and he slows things down. Cougars will have to take a shot here as we get about 40 seconds to go. Lefebvre wasn't looking when Dragoon put that shot, and Bevilacqua goes down the other end, puts in the layup, give him 11 points. It'd be nice for the scorekeeper to put their points up on the board for them, because they've been getting so very few of them. But we all know that they have 12 points, not 10. There we go. And the clock expires. So there's your final, folks. 54-12 in favor of the Cougars after a higher-fought 32 minutes here at Northeastern Clinton Central School. So that's the way it was. We thank you for watching Hometown Cable. Television worth your support.